There's a lot of banter going on around downstairs about LDTs, that's lab developed tests. LDTs and what the FDA is going to do in terms of regulating these tests that are being developed out of mom and pop shops sometimes, but which have enormous medical significance, or potentially enormous medical significance. Where's all that going?
Well, where it's going is, first of all, the FDA takes a position they've had the authority to regulate laboratory developed tests as medical devices ever since 1976. They applied discretion not to do so. Now they're saying because these tests become more sophisticated and more widely in use, they say there's some 11,000 of these tests performed by 2,000 laboratories. The industry feels that's way underestimated, that many, almost over 100,000 LTDs now exist, and probably done by many thousands of laboratories. The industry questions...
Is somebody developing one of those tests getting paid? And if so, how?
Yeah, they're getting paid as long as they do it within the laboratory. As a matter of fact, virtually all of molecular testing is done through laboratory developed tests. And they're paid, again, just like all other tests under the clinical lab fee schedule. Certainly molecular rates were cut pretty significantly in the last year because of some new codes that came into existence. But again, You mean
the dreaded Z codes?
The dreaded Z codes. The industry takes the position that FDA does not really have the authority. And even if they had the authority, they don't have the resources to really implement this. So I would not be surprised to see a lawsuit that would be filed over the next few months by the industry challenging FDA's authority, legal authority, to actually regulate laboratory developed tests as medical devices. And if that fails, then to have the industry go to Congress to see whether or not they convince Congress to at least require FDA to make this a rulemaking process rather than pure guidance, because that will give the industry more time to really have input into the process.